Hello fellow teachers, my name is Teacher Gemma and welcome to my channel, the channel all about online ESL information. Today's video will all be about Wales English Online, so let's get into it. Wales English is an online ESL company that delivers English lessons to Chinese students between the ages of about 4 to about 16. So, there are two different types of programs that you can apply for. You have the 1v10 and the 1v2. So, one teacher, 2 students, one teacher, 10 students. I personally have applied for the one teacher, 2 students, and that's what I'm teaching right now. And if you want information about the 1v10, I may not be the best source of that information, but I will do my best to find out information for you. Okay. So, classes are 25 minutes or 50 minutes long, and you get paid about $18 to $19 in terms of without bonuses, and then if you include bonuses, anywhere up to $26 per lesson. The pay is pretty good. It's pretty decent in comparison to a lot of other online ESL companies as well, and it's definitely not on the low end of the scale, especially when you include the bonuses that you also get. The position available is for an independent contractor, so if you do not feel comfortable doing your own taxes and those kinds of things, then maybe online ESL teaching is not for you, because most of these online ESL companies ask you to be an independent contractor, so you have to deal with that. As an independent contractor, that also does give you some benefits in the sense that you dictate your own schedule. You are the person in charge of your own business and your own brand. So this opportunity is a great way for you to take control of your income and your teaching, both of those things, which I think is really important. So let's get into some of the basic requirements when looking at Wales English and who can apply. So the first basic requirement is that you have to be a native English speaker that comes from any of these countries on the screen right now. If you don't, I am afraid that you won't be able to get in. I hope they do expand this later on in the future, and if they do, I will be the first to let you know, because I really hope they do. But unfortunately, if you do not come from any of those places, right now, you cannot apply. The second thing you need is a bachelor's degree. So the bachelor's degree can be in anything. It can be in education, it can be in English, it could be in biology. As long as you have a bachelor's degree, that is their focus. If you are in the process of getting one, then just apply once you have one. It will make your life easier, because until then, they won't accept you. The next one is a TEFL. So either a TEFL, a TESOL, a CELTA, or any kind of teaching certificate. That is what they need, or you are ready to get one. They say this, but I honestly would just recommend to only apply if you actually have one of those teaching certificates, because it will make your life so much easier. Especially when you're trying to figure out how you're going to teach, and when they ask you questions about your teaching methodology, maybe you won't know until you've done a TEFL how you would teach a classroom effectively. So bear that in mind. Okay, you need to be available to work 8 of the peak hours minimum per week. So, peak hours are in Beijing time from 7 till 9, Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday, it is 9 till 11 o'clock in the morning, and also 7 till 9 in the evening. So, make sure you can teach 8 of those hours when you apply, because that is a requirement and they definitely want you to be able to commit to that. Okay, now that we have the basic requirements out of the way, I hope that the people who are watching this are either in the process of having all of those requirements, or maybe you already do. Yay! And now we go into why I think you should apply to Wales English, because there are so many online ESL companies out there. So I understand why maybe you would be looking at this video thinking, well, why is Wales different? And I think the biggest reason for that, for me personally, is because of teacher support. What do I mean by teacher support? Well, when you get into Wales English, you actually get given a teacher consultant who acts as your go-between between yourself and the company. So if you do have any problems, or you want to get booked, or you have a problem with your schedule, or you need to open slots, you have a contact that you can go to whenever, and they work really hard to try and make sure that you have the best possible experience. Now, I'm not going to try and invalidate the people in the world that will have bad experience with Wales English or any other online ESL company for that matter. I know that things can happen and it can be tricky to navigate, but I can only talk from my experience, and my experience with them so far has been great. My teacher consultant has been great, my interviewer was great, I had no problems in the application process whatsoever, and I want to just try and help you get in if you would really like to do so. Okay, so the first thing, like I said, is teacher communication. Second of all, the thing I like the most about it is the stability it offers you. So it is a part-time job, bear that in mind, but you can open 30 weeks in advance and you get booked because those packages that the parents buy are that long. So if you have a few regular students, you will know exactly how much you are going to earn in the coming months, and it would only really go up and not down. So of course there are some times where you have cancellations, but they're rare. They are not so often. So when you think of it like that, you can really plan in a way that with a lot of online ESL companies you can't do unless you have that regular stream of students coming through. This is one of those companies where you do have to have your profile video and your profile photo and the parents look and they book you. But in your first 2 months, you do also get booked more for trial classes, and trial classes are a great way to earn money and build up that reputation, because they can ask you to be their regular teacher if they end up enrolling into Wales English. Because you are an independent contractor, you are the one who opens your time slots. So if you are available to only teach during these hours or you only want to, you can do that. They are not going to call you and say we want you to do overtime. It just doesn't happen in these companies. You are the boss of your own hours, and it gives you a lot of agency in how you plan your day or your week. Again, the only thing I would say that's a slight side note is, of course, remember that if you are opening fixed slots for regular classes, they will expect you to commit to that the entire duration of the course. There are holidays though, so you can apply for long-term leave and short-term leave. I think it's once every 6 months long-term leave, which is up to 14 days. And then you have short-term leave, which is only a few days off if you really need it. There are also policies in place for emergency leave, so there is flexibility there, but of course don't just take that lightly. Try to make sure you can commit to that time if you open those slots and they are fixed. Wales English has a really great teacher support community in general, aside from your actual teacher consultant. Teachers in general just like to help each other, and it feels like a community. When I have been teaching online ESL in the past, I've kind of felt like a lone wolf, I suppose, whereas here I feel like I'm part of a community of teachers, and everyone's very supportive and tries to help each other as best as they possibly can, and I feel like that's quite special and it's something that I'm very thankful for. So to summarise, the reasons why I think you should apply to Wales English is because it's just a very good, stable part-time job. There's some flexibility in it, you can work from home, and honestly, if you have a bachelor's degree and you have your TEFL, it's just a great way to earn some extra money on the side, even if you just have your weekends or something like that, as long as you have the 8-hour minimum. So I really think it's a great opportunity for people, and I don't want people to just sleep on it. So I hope this video has been useful to you. Now, if you do decide you want to apply, there are a few tips I just want to give you right now before I go into my next video all about the actual interview process. Okay, so a few things first before you can go and apply to Wales English. Please make sure you send me your CV, because most people don't get past the CV screening stage at first. So my email is on the screen, it is also in the description box. Please email me your CV and I can go through it either with you or without you, and I can give you the feedback that I think you need, things you need to change, things you don't need to change, all of those things, because they are very strict on who they hire. They want the very best of the best, so I can help you look through that. Second of all, if you also want to apply, I would obviously really appreciate it if you use my referral link down below if you find my videos helpful. Of course, if you would like to work with anyone else, there are plenty of other YouTube channels out there, or people in general that also do this teaching coaching. So pick whoever is best for you, who you think you will work well with and who will give you the best possible chance of getting in. I am offering Zoom sessions to everyone who uses my referral link in 15-minute, 30-minute and 45-minute slots. The reason why they vary so much is because I know there are some people who have a very short amount of time in their day, and maybe you just want to get like a very quick session in to talk to me about what the application process is like and all of those things. Maybe you want a more in-depth, thorough talk and demo class walkthrough, we can do that too. And with a 45-minute one, I don't want you to feel like it's a really formal 45 minutes. It's 45 minutes where I am just there trying to help you. Yes, please feel free to book me for them. Like I said, my email is down below. So if you use my referral link, you can book me for any of those things. Is there anything else? Check out the Wales English website as well. It will give you a good amount of information about who the company are, what their values are, and those kinds of things. I didn't go into that too much in this video because I wanted it to be more about why I think you should apply rather than just regurgitating things from their website. I think it's a great company. I think if you want good income, this is a great way to get it. And I really hope that I get to see you one day working for Wales English, or I get to see you in those Zoom sessions when we do those practice ones together. Thank you everyone for watching, and if this video has been useful to you, please like, subscribe, comment about companies you work for or what you would like to see in future videos and whether you found this helpful. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!